Narcissistic people are some of the most neglectful people you could ever meet, as they simply lack the empathy to care about anyone other than themselves, and they feel entitled to be this way because they are preoccupied with themselves. So when it comes to a narcissist, they are usually going to neglect those very people that they claim they love. Neglect meaning fail to care. And there's lots of different ways this shows up. When it comes to a narcissist, in the love bombing, they'll seem like they care. It's all an act of exploitation to pull people into that false sense of security. It's an illusion to give people a false belief of who the narcissist can be. And then once the narcissist has got their target where they want them, they change into who they are, yet they do it in such cruel, calculated ways that they blame the target for why they changed. So this video is to explore a few ways that a narcissistic person will neglect those they claim to love because they fail to care and love those people. So when it comes to a narcissist, I think it's 94% of these kinds of relationships have some form of financial abuse within them. So a narcissist is going to neglect you by withholding finances. Now, how they do this varies depending on the narcissist you're dealing with. Some narcissistic people can very well give you control of the money, the bank accounts, the finances. However, they will put that much fear into you that if you don't give them the money for the gambling or their hobbies or their drugs or whatever it is they want, that you're going to get punished in some way. So even though you've got control of the finances and feel like it's your fault and take responsibility, they're going to make sure that you give them the money first. Some narcissistic people will very well have control of the finances and just claim, well, I put a roof over your head. What more do you want from me? Some narcissistic people will take loans out in your name. Some narcissistic people will have control of the finances, but not provide you with enough money for food, for the basics, not luxuries, for the basics. They might technically splash out on the luxuries, take you on that lavish holiday to sell those around them an illusion, but they'll not give you enough money for the basics, such as heating and food. They might even go all out to purchase you a car. However, they expect you to run that car even if you can't afford that car, so that they can bleed you dry, and they will want to use your car before you, even though they brought it for you. And as they brought it for you, you have to show them appreciation and gratitude and let them have it first. And you have to pay the tax and the insurance and the fuel costs for them to drive around in the car that they brought you. They will cancel plans. They will cancel pre-arranged activities. They will let you down on a constant basis, on a continuous basis. It's a pattern of behaviour. We can all agree to do something and life just gets in the way and we're like, I'm ever sorry, I'm going to have to cancel. But then you usually rearrange, or you don't forever cancel on things. Narcissistic people will cancel, yet they'll find a way to blame somebody else. I'm sorry, my children need me, even though they're never there for their children, but they use their children when it suits them to get out of doing something. Or I need to be in work, I can't be there for my children, even though you know full well that they don't have to work that day. However, they're going to want to cancel the plans because they can't be bothered and they lack the empathy to care, and they need to find an excuse to justify their behaviour. They're very indecisive people, so if you're trying to organise something, they're going to sabotage it in covert ways. So if you're, oh, we're all going to book this hotel here, I think I might get a coach. Right, fair enough. Oh, have you booked the hotel? Yeah. Oh, there's room for me then, isn't there? No. Yeah, but you've already booked the hotel, so surely to get out of paying their way. And then when you explain that they need to have their own because there isn't enough room, they'll be, oh, I might drive, I might go on a bus, I might do this. They're looking to get it their own way without actually asking for it to go their way. And because it hasn't gone their way, they're going to find a way to try and ruin things for you. So sometimes it's best that they cancel plans, and you need to go and make those plans without the very person who ruins those plans for you. They never take responsibility for their behaviour. And it is a big sign of neglect, because they're going to do things, fail to take responsibility and repeat the behaviour, and often blame you. So emotionally, you're getting that emotional whiplash of not knowing who's who or what's what anymore. So they will fail to take responsibility. They will fail to take responsibility of their own children. They will fail to take responsibility for their own debts. They will fail to take responsibility for their bills. We can all struggle in life. The difference lays between those who take responsibility and do their best to try and clear up after themselves. And we can all struggle with mental health from situations we've put ourselves in. Narcissistic people will claim that other people put them in the situation that the narcissist put themselves in. They will make promises and break promises. They will make promises and fail to deliver, part of their future faking and their exploitative behaviour. Therefore, they're going to promise you something in the future to get their needs met in the present. And when their needs have been met in the present, they're not bothered about what you wanted. So they're going to break that promise and claim that they never said that, that never happened, to gaslight your reality, to confuse you, to play with your mind so that they don't have to deliver on the promise that they made to you, because they've already got what they wanted from you. And it is a form of neglect to continuously promise somebody and then fail to deliver. Really, to never show appreciation or gratitude. It's nice to have validation. Most people don't go around doing things for another to get that appreciation or gratitude. However, it is nice to receive it, and that's where it sort of then ends. However, with a narcissistic person and their double standards, their hypocritical behaviour, where they expect to be able to treat you in ways that they wouldn't accept you treating them, they want eternal appreciation, eternal gratitude. They only do for you because they want to take something from you, and they often resent having to do for you in the first place, which is why they hold it against you. They get you to a point where you don't question it, you just do more and more and more and more for them, not realising they're doing less and less and less for you. You become emotionally drained, physically drained, and nothing's ever good enough for them. They're envious, they always want more. So no matter how much you do for them, it's never enough for them. And they will rarely to never show appreciation unless it's in front of an audience, yet they expect that appreciation from you. So you can have people who don't show appreciation. However, genuine people wouldn't expect it in return. Narcissistic people do. It doesn't show genuine compassion for your pain. A narcissist will sit there and watch you cry over the pain they've caused you, with a glint in their eye, a smirk on their face. No remorse, no apology. Instead, they will just blame you for the pain they've caused you. They lack the empathy to show any form of genuine compassion. Only if they can show that genuine compassion to disguise their exploitation. So they'll show you compassion in front of others to play the hero. They'll show you compassion such as, why don't you take yourself off to bed? Why don't you go and see your friends? And there's an ulterior motive. It's because they want to do something. They want to look good, and they want to do something to punish you for being an inconvenience to them, for being emotional around them, because they're not interested in your emotions. They're interested in their own. They will go all out to accuse you of overreacting, being too sensitive, being insecure, being bitter, being jealous, because they lack the empathy to care. And it is a form of neglect. It's gaslighting your emotions to work in the narcissist's reality, to work in their favour. When it comes to dealing with these kinds of people, the best way to deal with them is don't. Narcissistic people just don't see themselves as the problem. You can find so many different ways to try and explain yourself to them on so many different days to try and catch them in that good mood. However, if it's not going how the narcissist wants, they're not interested in listening to you. They're not interested in helping you. They're not interested in doing things with you. They're interested in having everything their own way. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is in the video description. I do also have a new book out, which is 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, which is out now on Amazon, and I shall add the link into the video description for that also. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.